I'm Rick LaGuardia. I'm a farmer in Miller County, and I farm peanuts, corn, and cotton. People ask me, how did you get into farming? My father's a school teacher. My mother worked for the state of Georgia. A lot of people just find it hard to believe that I got into farming when neither my father or my mother didn't farm. So I tell my grandfather was a farmer, and my uncles are all farmers, and their sons are farmers. So it was just a part of my life growing up. I mean, every day, we lived on the farm, and so that's what I did in the summertime. And you know, it was hard work, but it was just fun to me, and it just got in my system, and I've been doing that ever since. Oh, I think agriculture, as far as how it impacts this county, is everything, because you know, it's the basis of this economy that's here in Colquitt and Miller County. It's kind of like out in the gold rush times when somebody made a discovery of gold and they had to pull the product out of the ground, which is like all the crops we grow. Then the town exploded because all the businesses came in to support all those people that were working in the gold industry. Well, that's the way Colquitt is. You have a base of agriculture, and then you have the grocery stores and the clothing store, the chemical dealers, birdsong, peanuts. You have the hospital and the schools, all that to support all those that are working in the agriculture business here. So agriculture is everything to this community. Why I love growing peanuts is because in South Georgia, I mean, hey, peanuts are king here, and you know, there's really nothing like on a September day, you're thinking about digging peanuts, and one night you walk outside and you smell that smell of freshly dug peanuts in the air. You know that somebody has started, and it starts to make you nervous, and you think you need to start, but that's just one part of it. But just they're just the backbone of our community here, and if every farmer here in Miller County had to only grow one crop, I think pretty sure everybody would choose peanuts. So, I mean, I just can't imagine farming without peanuts. Well, the advice I'd give to young people that might want to go into farming, or anybody that might want to go into farming, you really need to learn how to get stingy. And when I say that, you know, you can't be stingy in farm because everything costs so much money, but you have to learn how to get the most bang for your buck, and it's really difficult. I mean, it's just you can't start off with a big farm. You have to start really small. I would suggest working for somebody else that's already farming, learn how it's done from somebody that's really successful at it, and just start small and just gradually add every year, every few years, and just slowly grow it. That would be about the only way I would know you could do it nowadays. When people ask me what I love about farming, you know, naturally, I was raised on a farm. My grandfather was a farmer. My mother's brothers, pretty much everybody on my mother's side of the family is a farmer. And you grow up doing it, you love it, you know, I can remember different stages when you graduate up to being able to do another job and a higher job and a higher job, and there was a sense of accomplishment. And that all together is probably how I got started loving farming. But then as an adult, when you're out and you take a little seed and you plant that seed in the ground and you watch it come up as a little tiny plant, and you nurture it and you take care of it just as you would a child. And to me, it's a way, it makes you aware of a higher power presence, and it's almost like it's a way to get closer to God, to me, than maybe even sitting in a church service. And for people that don't get to experience that, I think they're really missing out on a unique experience that I wouldn't take for anything. You know, there's a lot of obstacles, the weather, you got the markets, you got public opinion, but no matter how many things are always going against you, there's just something about when things are going right in farming, and it's just hard to beat for me. I told somebody one time, I said, you know, when people complain about farmers, or they say farmers have it easy or whatever, you know, farming is about the only business I know of that everybody else makes our decisions for us. We have people that tell us what we're going to have to pay for what it costs us to grow a crop, and we also have people that tell us what they're going to give us for that crop. Can you imagine walking into a department store and telling them that, hey, I'm going to give you X amount of dollars for this dress? You know, just it would never happen, but that's what we have to deal with in farming. That's pretty good struggle there, wrapping your head around that, but you know, get used to it.